Welcome back to the Denver Coliseum. After the still rings competition, in the men's competition, it is a 1.05 advantage for Mark Warburton over Conrad Voorsanger. On the women's side, after the uneven parallel bars, or 2 events, it is Lisa Panzironi, who is ahead of Sheryl Dundas by a .675 margin. The women have now moved to the balance beam. The men will compete on the vault. Lisa Panzironi is up first.
Oh, good job at fighting that. That was a round-off layout onto the beam, one of the more difficult mounts being done. She almost lost it. Layout, little trouble there. There's a full turn. In addition to the full turn, the judges are looking for acro elements with flight, like her mount, the layout. They're looking for gymnastics series as well. Here's an acro series, flip-flop layout. That was nicely done. Very difficult side straddled leap. It's a pretty stag handstand lower to semi-flange position.
Flange stag, I guess you should call that.
Very nice. A switch leg split leap. It's a series of leaps that fulfills a requirement of a gymnastics series. Panzer dismount, round off tuck double. Nice high tuck double back dismount.
Good job by Lisa Panzironi.
She did have trouble early on the mount, and it looked like she was a little nervous at the beginning of the exercise, but she picked up here with the back handspring to the layout and just nailed it. That's exactly how you want to do it. And she finished with a round off to a tuck double back, not as aggressive as we saw her in the qualifying rounds, but a good reach, good form in the air. Knees together, toes pointed. She was looking for the stick, but she just over-rotated a little bit.
And the score for Lisa Panzironi on the balance beam, 9.30. Sheryl Dundas is up next. She is coached by Jim and Sheryl Jarrett. Jim Jarrett's on hand right now. She attends at Pflugerville High School. She's in the 11th grade, headed into her senior year.
Oh, right off the start. She was opening with a round off, one-handed back handspring on, and she lost it.
And this is the event that breaks so many gymnasts. We saw Lisa struggle on her mount, and then we just saw her fall.
We've seen a lot of national, world, and Olympic titles blown right here because no matter how great of a gymnast they are, the balance beam is always a precarious performance. In fact, qualifying coming into this competition, Sheryl had a 9.825. So you know she's excellent on the beam. It's just a very difficult event to be consistent on. Very pretty handstand, lower to flange. A series of leaps, 3 in a row. Layout, just a little short of rotation to a split leap. That's the mixed series that the judges are looking for. Acro element plus a gymnastic element. Here comes the dismount. Back handspring, double full. Good dismount.
She rallied for a strong finish. Sheryl Dundas on the balance beam.
Let's see if we can see what happens on the mount. She nailed this the other day in the qualifying. Round off, back handspring on. Really pretty hard to tell what happened. It's a very difficult mount.
Did she possibly not have enough speed to get the legs over? It looks like she just rolled off to the side.
Really kind of hard to say, but she did a good job, as you mentioned, in getting back into the exercise. She finished very strong with 2 back handsprings to a double full and a great landing.
Stuck the landing. landing nicely. 9.3 is the score she wants to beat, but with a fall, that's going to be difficult, if not impossible, to achieve. Going in, the advantage for Lisa Panzironi over Sheryl Dundas was .675. The score that she received is 9.275, so she didn't lose too much ground to Lisa Panzironi on the balance beam. And now we'll move over to the vault, where the men are allowed just one chance to get over the horse. They get scored once, and it counts. Mark Warburton is up first. Conrad Voorsanger will be up next.
This is Mark Warburton.
Warburton scored only a 9.0 qualifying into this round, so he'll need to do better today. Nice clean vault. It's called a laid-out Sukahara. Watch what he does here. He does a round off onto the horse and a laid out backflip off the horse. The judges are looking for clean form, good height in the air, and of course, tremendous distance from the horse. Once again, he has a good push here. He's in a little close to the horse, and he's not as high as he should be.
9.10 is the score for Mark Warburton, a little bit better than his preliminary score. And now it is Conrad Voorsinger's opportunity to vault. And how fast do you run down the runway? Full speed, about 80% speed, 50% speed? What's ideal?
I'm sure you're just going about full blast. Oh, wow, that's a good-looking vault. He had the speed that you were talking about. Great air time, good form in the air, and of course tremendous distance. All of the elements that make for a great vault. This once again is the Kasamatsu vault in the laid out position. He had to pike it down a little bit, but it was square, it was high. Notice the form. Legs separate a little bit early, but he squeezes them really well together through the rest of the vault and stays right in line with the horse. That's difficult to do on a twisting vault like that.
He receives a 9.55, and remember, going into this rotation, he trailed by 1.05. He's closed the gap somewhat. There's still a couple events remaining for the men. Stay with us here in Denver, Colorado.